Leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The numbers for Walker last week. The hat trick +1, 4 trips to the end zone with his legs.
And, partner, you know how all the guys do when they do that little symbol now about eating, right? Keep feeding me, feeding me. They just kept feeding him and feeding him, and next thing you know, he kept getting in the end zone.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Here's Purdy. Got a man open. It's Chase. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Now 2nd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers are on the board first on the road here in L.A. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's how you convert on third down with an explosive gain of 34. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Operating from the gun, Colvin. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Colvin. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First and 10 at the 32. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 34. You look at this Niner defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively, because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
York able to send this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that number 1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that number 1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Purdy from the gun. Looking deep here for Chase. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Colvin. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Colvin. And his throw is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Colvin. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a touchdown. Jamar Chase from 21 yards away. And the Niners are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
but for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Colvin. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You talk about this Rams defense. Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
Yeah, this has been a good defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one because guess what? They're facing the #1 passing offense in the NFL. It's definitely a prove-it day for them.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Colvin. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Looking to throw. Colvin throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. Off play action. Colvin. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Baldwin. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down.
It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's caught by Jennings. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. This is taken at about the 14. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Here's Cook again.
And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
To throw on 3rd down, Colvin. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Nick Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Taken right around the 44.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. They'll toss this out right to Walker.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Toss left side for Walker.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Kenneth Walker
with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Throwing on third and long. Colvin.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. That's taken it around the 40. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
So he'll be looking to get in the end zone again. Had the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air. Yeah. I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On first down, Purdy.
Steps away to his left. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Purdy.
And he's got it.
And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be...
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. From 3 yards out.
And the 49ers are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go.
taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 1st and 10, Colvin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. That is caught, and they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 21 yards there on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's a diving catch right side. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
A 48-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We begin out west. Philadelphia making the trip to the desert to take on Arizona. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front in that one. Desmond Ridder has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Buffalo Bills. The Nighthawks trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they were winners in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Patrick Mahomes, terrific in the victory, as his guys move their record to 9-4 on the year. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there.
A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
Purdy. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Colvin. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Colvin.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Colvin. He gets it to Baldwin. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
39-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
On 3rd down, Colvin. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
A 56-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And the deficit will hold at 22.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
109 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Walker with another carry. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 13-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown.
Ken Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now.
Rams 6.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This fielded right at the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
This is taken at the 23.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. Kenneth Walker headed back out there.
He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
And he's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see a back just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called because he doesn't feel like there's going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, San Francisco.
On the counter, it's Walker. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
13 yards there and a Niner 1st.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
144 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Walker. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
They'll bring a tight end in motion.
Walker going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. Back now in Los Angeles. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team.
And it's caught on the deflection. And this is going to be a touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Rams ready to go on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st down, Colvin. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
The 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Colvin. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Back to throw. Colvin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Looking to throw. Colvin. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on 1st down. Colvin. Roberts got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard
McDuffie drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's reeled in by Baldwin. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker, and they will fail to convert here on 4th down.
Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized, you know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
Oh, what a move. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Boy, 192 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And going right back to Walker.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll try the left side. Rainey.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Quan Martin there on the tackle. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Up the middle they run. It's Walker
to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal. He's still in search of his first rushing touchdown of the year, but not on that play.
I just wonder if he has some frustration starting to build a little bit because he hasn't gotten into the end zone. Has to just stay calm, stay within himself, just let it happen.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after.
Kicker on for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 49.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner,
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
and that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And Walker once more.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards, and now a decision here on 4th and 1. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
They'll run for it. It's Walker.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to follow here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it was Ken Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A This game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah,